from New York City. Hi, I'm Jen.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Sarah, and
we're the Golden Broads of the Bay. Hey.
So welcome. This is our 10th review vlog.
Ooh, congratulations.
That's our champagne.
That is so fun.
So this show is the 5th show in our Broadway Binge 19, and we have the pleasure of seeing
The Prom.
Oh my gosh. So both Jen and I saw the performance they did on the Thanksgiving Day Parade. We were sort of bummed out because we didn't have this show booked. But if you happen to see our Broadway breakdown video, you'll see that we had previously booked Head Over Heels. And sadly, that show closed. So we had to find a new show. And oh my God, I'm sort of glad that happened. I mean, I'm sad that any show closes. I'm sad that any show closes. But
yes,
I'm so glad that we got to see Prom. I will say that. Say that.
Yes.
What we did know about the show was that it was about a couple Broadway actors that were going to the Midwest to help with a crisis. That's all we knew.
Yep.
And
didn't know a song, didn't know nothing
at all. So we headed to the theater, and as traditionally we do, Jen went to the merch line and
got my pin and my magnet. And while we were there, we got to take a
prom picture.
You'll see it right here.
That was fun. That was really cute. And I'm surprised there weren't more people. Like, we just got to walk up and do it. I wonder if at intermission it was a little more busy.
At intermission, I heard a lot of people going, "Where's the merch at?" So they were directing people down.
And
downstairs.
I think people thought you had to pay for it, and it was totally free.
Totally free.
So
and
make sure you
just put your phone number in, and they sent the picture to you. Right on. Yeah. So after we did that, I think we probably got a beverage. Somebody maybe.
I did.
Yes, you did get a beverage. Then we headed to our seats, which were
the front row,
and I was right behind them in the second row.
Yep.
And at first, again, I was like, "Oh God, there's the stage," but what a treat that was to sit that close, to see them, that close up, the costumes, everything like that. So that was fun. So a little bit about the technical stuff of the show. What do you guys have to say about that? Lights, camera, action. What do you think?
Pretty straight up and down tech stuff.
Yeah.
There was not a giant puppet, but it was fine.
We still loved it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So technically, it was fine. And then let's talk a little bit about our standout performances. So Nicole, who did you love?
What's her real name?
So her real name is Beth Level.
She played Dee
Allen.
The part that I always love is the part that I'm 30 years too young to play, obviously. But just from the moment she came on stage to that rousing final bow, she took my breath away. I was livid, shouting at her after every one of her numbers. Just your classic Broadway leading lady, bringing the house down with her number. She was everything.
She didn't hold back too for the matinee. I'll tell you that. I felt like we got it, and we got a little love at the end of the curtain call.
We did. She did give us some kisses.
So Jen, who did you love?
So I loved Brooke. I'm gonna mess up his last name. Brooks
Ashmankis
as Barry Glickman.
Barry Glickman.
He gave me life, but my standout part was the song that the teacher, the principal, sang to your standout, to Dee Dee. And the song was called "We Look to You." And I was already crying before, but during that song, being a theater goer and going to theater for all of the reasons that "We Look to You" mentions, I was a mess. Just a mess.
Beautiful love letter to theater audiences.
That when you said that, it was so poetic.
Yeah.
It just really
right now.
It really that is the show.
It was. Thank you to us.
My standout performance was the character Angie, played by Angie Schroer. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, but I mean, your classic Broadway chorus girl, Chicago. I mean, and her costumes, we were up close, and man, from her shoes to her stockings to everything, and her body. They said her antelope legs.
When Emma said that,
not kidding.
I mean, legs for days and days and days.
Her body, her dancing, her acting, her singing. I loved every minute of her. She was definitely my fave. So some standout moments. You talked about Mr. Hawkins, played by Michael Potts, and that particular song. And then also, Nicole, you liked Zaz?
Give him some zazz.
Yeah.
I love a Fosse, girl.
Yeah, if a good Fosse number,
good.
sign me up.
And there were two little kind of, and one of them they did give the nod to Wicked, but there were two kind of makeover moments, and the give him some zazz was like the makeover your attitude portion of the
and then he had sort of the popular, yeah.
And then Sarah, yours.
Mine was the character Barry's going to the prom song. I cried the whole time, and I caught him looking at me, and I was so embarrassed at how much I was crying. Like really,
I cried for most of Act 1.
Yeah. But the going to the prom song just was so beautiful.
He gave that performance, and every man who's been in that place could feel that.
And even as a fluffy girl.
Yes, me too.
I took a very gorgeous gay man to my junior prom who was the best stage of all. I'm here.
Yeah.
Looking good, baby. Anyway, I took, but I got to go, but like I had those moments of like, am I gonna get to go? Like, so I totally was living for that song.
Bullied as a kid, and just the high school scenes brought me back to that feeling, to that vulnerable feeling that show. It grabs every single person from young to...
Sitting in that audience, all I kept thinking was all of the kids that get to grow up watching this show.
Yeah. The little boy in Indiana, or the little girl...
Like, I have like goosebumps thinking about it.
Okay, intermission check-in. So good.
It is so good. I've already cried twice.
I have no makeup on. I cannot even I cried
living.
Yeah, it is so good.
Yeah.
All of them.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, really good.
Thank you for the prom.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
And I
that
think
kind of show.
the humor was very smart. It makes fun of everybody.
Yes.
Everyone,
And the jokes have so many different layers. But at the bottom of it is just like a girl who's like, I just want to dance with my girlfriend. Like, I'm not trying to be a political activist. But,
it's
just such a simple request.
Yes.
It was such a simple request that, she just wanted to
It's like Footloose, but for now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like now. And everyone should be able to go to the dance. Like, it shouldn't even be,
So we clearly highly recommend the show. And as we left, we have a great moment that we got to have after the show. So we were just walking out of the show, and Jen was giving us some information on some connection in the show that
inside baseball.
Some inside,
exactly, inside. So Sarah and I collect Lights of Broadway cards, and we've been collectors since the beginning. The very first summer season of 2015, we have all of the cards. And so we're telling Nicole that one of the producers, her name is Dory Bernstein, she is a producer for The Prom. I'm telling this to Nicole, and I literally turn around, and there's Dory right behind us. And we're not at the theater. We're like, we're walking away.
Yeah. We're leaving.
Yeah,
we're walking.
Leaving. Yeah. And I turn around, and she looks at me, and I look at her, and I said, Dory. She goes, that's me. You're talking about me. I'm Dory. And I literally, I'm going to cry right now. I literally started to cry and said, thank you. And we all got to thank her for this.
And did she know you? I feel like she did.
Knew you. Yes, because she's written us cards before, sent us cards, and I've sent her cards, and Squigs, the artist who creates the cards, shout out to Squigs, and it was... We
got to tell the producer what the show meant to us, so that was
in
really
such a raw,
an honor.
like it was, and she seriously didn't she seem so
she was so
gracious,
genuine, so genuinely grateful to hear that it meant that much.
Yeah, she kept saying, "This makes me so happy to hear this," and we felt the same to be able to give that gratitude to her.
Yeah.
So
that was a special.
It really
and this show really surprised me. I was expecting My Fair Lady to be our good old fashioned regular musical Broadway, but this was it. This was the formula musical.
You actually said, Jen, this is everything you want a Broadway show to be.
It is.
That's what you said, and I couldn't agree with you more.
It's bringing me to tears just
thinking about it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And also, special shout out to the young lady who played Emma.
Oh my God.
What's her name? Sorry.
I
went off script here.
That's okay.
But she was so good.
Emma, Caitlin Kinian, honey, you are a gem.
She was great.
You were
wonderful.
Yes.
Someone in the audience was saying it's kind of like Dear Evan Hansen, and one of the things that I marveled at about Dear Evan Hansen was I don't know anyone's names. Sorry. But he just embodied the character from head to
Ben
toe.
Platt.
Ben Platt, yeah.
And she did. I saw the same thing from her. It was just everything about her. A girl I know, like one of my theater kids.
Yes,
and,
no, you know, that's so true, Nicole. I felt like I knew her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew this girl, and I was rooting for her the minute the show started.
Yeah.
And even the people who were supposed to be the bad people, you felt for the
Yeah.
mom.
No,
You
yeah,
felt
absolutely,
for her.
we did.
Yeah, so it was good.
Go see it.
Go
you
see
guys.
it. So
Go
if you're
see
going
it.
to see it, or if you have seen it, be sure to comment below. Let us know. And subscribe, right?
Yes, subscribe.
There's that little
Yep.
push notification thingy bobber.
Yeah, and it'll
if
send
do
you
that-
an email
yeah.
every time we do a review, so you won't have to do anything.
All right,
Yeah.
so we will definitely see you guys around the theater.
All right, see you on the other
Curtain.
side. Curtain.
I'm Jen. It's good. This is good stuff. All right. No? Okay. We're not ready. Okay.
Reset.
Reset.
We're gonna go back to the top.
It's gonna be a minute.